I gotta turn it on. What's going on? Okay, this is weak. This is weak. All right, it's assembly, and y'all are involved. So here we go. On the count of three, we're all gonna yell Merry Christmas. You got to that. You got to get in that kind of mindset. You know what I mean? All right, all ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, that kind of worked. Anyways, Merry Christmas, y'all. Exams are right around the corner, but, you know, it's a great day. Mr. Diamond has got a lot prepared for us.
So, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Diamond.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Bennett and Liz. Before I read you a really fantastic story, I just want to do a couple of shout-outs. First, I hope a lot of you can come down to the pool this afternoon to see the swim and dive cats take on St. Pius. Your great debate team goes to Blake, Minneapolis in 10 days. They're ranked in the top 5. Your squash cats are going to Mercersburg very soon. Your wrestling team had a big win yesterday over Holy Innocents. And your basketball team takes on the Knights of Pace Academy tomorrow night. Okay. In that game, your girls play at 6, the boys play at 7:30. I want to remind you as we go over to the land of the castle. We had just a tremendous victory over them in the football game. I'm expecting more of the same. But in that game and in their gym, I want to make sure that we elevate ourselves to the best that we can be. I want to make sure we keep the focus on others and respect their effort out on the court. And as Mr. Evans told us all just a few weeks ago, cheer for your team. Thanks very much. And now I'm going to read you a wonderful story called The Polar Express. The Polar Express. On Christmas Eve many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me that I'd never hear, the ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Later that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside my window, I heard the sounds of squeaking metal and hissing steam. I looked through my window, and there was a train standing perfectly still. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly all around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. All aboard! The conductor cried out. I ran up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the Polar Express. Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express. I took his outstretched hand, and he pulled me aboard. The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. Soon there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon, but the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. It looked like the Georgia Dome. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole. The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves. They are gathering at the center of the city, the conductor told us. That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. And who receives the first gift, we all asked. He said, he will choose one of you. Look, shouted one of the children, the elves. Outside, we saw hundreds of elves as our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole. We slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped, and the conductor led us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and, pointing to me, said, "Let's have this fellow here." He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee and he asked, "Now, what would you like for Christmas?" I knew that I could have any gift that I could imagine. But the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood, holding the bell high above him, and called out, "The first gift of Christmas." A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared into the cold, dark, polar sky. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus's sleigh. "Let's hurry outside and look for it," one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at the doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. "What?" I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas!" he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box from behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was the silver bell, and there was a note. "I found this on the seat of my sleigh, and fixed that hole in your pocket." It was signed, Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe. The end.
Mr. Diamond, before you end up walking away from us too quickly, we want to just kind of give you a Merry Christmas from the entire Westminster student body. So let's give it a little play here.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Diamond.
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 Woo! Merry Christmas, Mr. Diamond.
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 Feliz Navidad, Mr. Diamond, and vamos gatos.
Joyeux Noël.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Diamond.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Diamond.
My favorite part about Christmas is when Mr. Diamond reads the Polar Express in front of everybody.
All aboard. All aboard! Choo-choo! All aboard! Merry Christmas, Mr. Diamond!
So a huge thank you to Mr. Diamond. We'll wish him a Merry Christmas this year and every year after that, even when he's no longer at Westminster. And now we're very excited to welcome Alexis and Rachel with WAC.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. 'Cause I just want for my own, more than you make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow, and I just want to see my baby underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for St. Nick, and I just want to see my baby standing in the mistletoe, 'cause I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children, the laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. Just hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. We're Mac. Hello. Yeah, we're doing it again, so get over it.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, on the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 snakes and 7 snakes and 6 snakes and milk. You better not shout, you better not cry, you better not in a pear tree. On the 9th, no! On the 8th, whoa! On the 7th, the halls with boughs of holly. Here we come, the whistling, 6 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and the boar's head in hand bear I, bedecked with bays and partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a nooking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I shall play. Hey, now everyone, dreidel, I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready.
You're not even in this group. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. All right, guys, sorry. Let's regroup. Let's regroup.
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Do 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 do.
On the 12th day my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming like Olympus above the Serengeti. 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping.
Partridge in a big pear tree. Partridge in a big pear tree.
No word from stressed.
Who wants to follow that, but thanks for the 80s moments, guys. That was beautiful. I want to just say thank you to MAC and WAC and to Mr. Diamond. I have been really enjoying the holiday traditions here at Westminster, and I think today's was just even a little bittersweet for me. So, Mr. Diamond, we love you. I don't think there's probably ever been anyone in any school we could say that with even more enthusiasm and truth, so thank you. That was a wonderful moment. I want to wish all of you good luck with exams. I'm sure you're ready, and if you're not, you have a few days before they're actually here. I want you all to enjoy a great holiday break. I hope you have some time for reflection, time to think about all that you have, time to think about others, try to discover ways that you can make a difference. That tends to be the Westminster way. So again, just hope that you have all the best. I am thinking of all of you seniors, especially at this time of year. My heart is there with you. This is a very exciting time, an exciting time of year. So cookies in the foyer. Much love. Happy holidays.